Hi, Bob Coates here to chat with you about the image titled Answered Prayers, which is a great title. I would score this a 75. Right up there in the low end of the above average category. And the the subject is really great. It's a very difficult image to pull off. I do a fair bit of star photography and night photography myself, so I understand some of the challenges that you run into here. I think you did a great job on the Milky Way. Let me go in and just take a little more peek at that, just a touch, going a little bit closer. The Milky Way itself is pretty good. You've done good with your star trails. You're right on the edge of being a little too long. What you'll find is on wider angle lenses as you move out toward the edge, even though you're within the technical time frame, which gives you good little star points here. When you move out to the edges, it will tend to start to run off a little bit. So you're right on the edge there, but nice job in getting your sky. I think the sky might be just a little too bright. And you know what? Let's just try a thing or two here. Let's put a curves on there. Let's go ahead and bring those highlights down. And I think, because you have to remember, I'm not sure if you were aware that we are judging these at 120 CDM squared, which is a very bright monitor. If you were using the monitor settings that you used for printing, what you'll find is that, so this image is coming up a little bright for me for a nighttime shot and for a star sky. So you can see just by adding a little bit of a curves layer there, we've got more of a nighttime feel to the entire image, which I think helps it quite a bit. So if you're working at 80 CDM squared or 90 or something for your printing, when you're prepping your images just before you send them off, make sure that you darken them down. A couple of things that are happening down here are a bit of a concern to me. I don't know what happened over here. We have this kind of mushy area of pixels being pushed together. So we have some detail and some things going on out here, and then just this totally different area back in here. So that would be something to watch for. And I know this can happen when we're out shooting, and this halo here looks very natural to me. This one here looks, I'm not sure why, it's bright back here and bright over here, but not, either a shape that kind of goes with all of that. That could be just an anomaly, or it could be a light that was from the building itself. But when you're prepping your image for competition or even for sales and stuff, you might want to knock down this kind of a highlight here that's got a different color and just feels like it is a blooming there. Let's see, a couple other things. I believe that this image would be served to be, instead of being presented as a full bleed image, that I'm sure you've seen a matting and presentation, and when the presentation it kind of gives the image more of a finished feel, and you can check on that, check some of the other images that were there, that were done. And since we have a time exposure and maybe a little bit of wind going on, you've got the leaves that are kind of flying. That might be something that, instead of letting them streak off like that, they could have possibly been addressed just a bit. The very hard dark edge up here on the top of your building, where detail has gone away, and again, shooting at night, one of the things that I might, that you might do or might try in the future is not just allow all of this to do it, but get preset. If you use photo pills, you can find out where the Milky Way will be, and I'm guessing that you use something to figure out where the Milky Way was going to be, because you did a great job in putting your subject in front of that. But you can predict the time and the shape, and then you can set up your tripod earlier in the evening when you still have ambient light, and you could bring up just a little bit more detail there and blend the two images together. Anyway, that's my thoughts for this. I think you did, a very nice job in getting there, and I look forward to seeing more of your work in the future. Have a great one.